Gemini, what's up gang? Hope everybody is well. We're gonna go ahead and look into what is falling into place for you this fall season. Now I realize that not everybody in the world is experiencing fall right now, so how about this just be what's falling into place for you, period, okay? So if that interests you, do stick around. Gemini, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box. That will have any information that you would need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. However, if you vibe your tribe, so go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Gemini, if you're returning, welcome back. I hope that you're well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I do hope that you're doing what's best for you, boo. Thank you for all the love, all the support. Gemini, thank you for all the good vibes. It really does mean the world, okay? All right, guys, so let's go ahead and just hop right into this. For your intuitive message, we do have the spaceship. All right. And it's making me feel like there's going to be some movement here. Now, some of you guys could actually be moving. Maybe you've been looking into that. Maybe this is something you've been trying to kind of budget or find a way for you to be able to move locations or make some kind of progress here, because that's what it feels like. It feels like there's progress that's about to take place. I grabbed this deck out and I didn't even realize that we have change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. That is so crazy because this is a completely different deck. I pulled it out. This deck is actually right here next to me on my shelf, and this was in the little box thing. So this was out of its place, not even with the deck, and that came out. So that is a crazy synchronicity. So there you go. Okay. Yes, nothing can evolve or grow without movement. And I feel like that's what the spaceship is saying, is that there's going to be movement or travel or something here. You could also be meeting somebody. Somebody could be coming in from a distance, okay? Because that always reminds me of that. There are two little aliens there navigating that spaceship. So there could be a partnership. There could be a collab. There could definitely be some kind of business opportunity that's coming into play as well. All right, now let's go ahead and get some angel numbers here. So Spirit, what is falling into place for Gemini gang this fall season or period, okay? What is falling into place for Gemini gang? What is falling into place? 879. Oh, let me get my pen. Hold on. All right. This desk also doubles as an art studio, so there's crap everywhere. All right. 879. Your angel guidance is to take some time to retreat back into yourself and restore your mental and emotional well-being. Okay. So you could be being called right now to just spend some time on your own, right? You could be being called to reflect, to allow yourself to heal, to allow yourself to recharge. Some of you guys could definitely be draining yourself, maybe feeling very depleted. You have a lot going on. You know, I'm getting the energy of people who are here, there, everywhere. You don't take time to just breathe or stop or rest. And so Spirit could be asking you, while you have a chance, if you have like a lull, if you have a moment where there's going to be an in-between period, or a slow season or something, to take a break. This could also be saying to maybe take a vacation if that's possible for you. But if it's not, let yourself rest, let yourself take naps, let yourself sleep in if it's possible, right? Take baths and, you know, maybe go get a massage or get your hair done, your nails done, you know, read a nice book, whatever it is that makes you feel restful and like you're really taking care of yourself. Also, Spirit is really highlighting your mental and emotional well-being, because I do feel like you've been through a lot, right? Some of you guys have been getting hit with some personal stuff. Maybe there's been family things going on. Maybe there's been things at work. I'm hearing like crisis at work, okay? I don't know why they're showing me, but they're showing me a dumpster fire. So perhaps there's just been a lot going on, Gemini, okay? And so Spirit is really highlighting that taking time for you is going to be the best thing that you can do, right? And when we think about fall season, it's like, it really is a time to rest, to recharge, you know, to reflect, you know, because we're going into winter season and then we're starting a whole new year. And it's like, you know, it's a good time to think back on everything that you've accomplished and think forward to what you would like to accomplish. Usually when Spirit encourages me personally to take time out, to take time to rest or recharge, it's because I have a busy season that maybe I'm not aware of that's coming up. And that could be something that's going to be happening for you guys in the future. You're going to be super busy. You are going to, you know, feel like you don't get a moment to really stop or think. So take time now while you have a chance, okay? And if it resonates that you've already been busy, then, you know, take that as well. All right, what else do we have here? What is falling into place for Gemini gang? Now, I kind of figured this would happen because we have went through so many of these numbers. So we're going to get double ones. But 1717, it says you are magical. And whatever concerns or blocks you have been experiencing are now being released so you can turn your dreams into a reality. So a lot of you guys are really in this magical energy right now. You are definitely in this high vibrational manifestation energy where a lot of things can be possible for you. So Spirit wants you to understand that the blocks or concerns that you've been experiencing, anything that's been getting in the way or restricting your growth, that is being released. You are about to turn some dreams into reality around here, okay? So what's falling into place? Some serious manifestations, all right? And actually, I'm really getting that with change, because it's giving me the energy of like, you know, something is about to take place, something big. You know, there's about to be a lot of movement, or there's about to be a burst of energy when it comes to something. Whew. Okay, what else do we have here for Gemini gang? What else do we have here? What's falling into place? One more. What's falling into place? How about 46? All right. It says, trust that archangels are supporting you through the energy of change that is around you at this time. That is crazy, guys. We're actually going to keep this up here, I think. Because it feels like it's so cohesive with the message, you know? So yeah, there's definitely some change that's about to take place and you're being supported from the other side. So just be ready for that. Be ready for change to occur. All right, let's see what else we have here. What's falling into place for Gemini gang? I kind of want to make this a short but sweet message. What is falling into place here for Gemini gang? What's falling into place? We have positive energy. It says, surround yourself with positive people and situations. Avoid negativity, right? So what's falling into place for you is a more positive period in your lifetime. You are about to find that negativity is really being removed. And actually, I'm kind of feeling the energy of it being repelled away from you. They're giving me the energy of like magnets that repel instead of attract. Like negative people, negative situations are not going to be able to be around you. So people who have negative agendas, or they're just up to no good, or they're just, you know, like a dark cloud follows them around and they're just going to ruin your vibe. It's like they will have this, it's almost giving like the energy of like a compulsion inside of them to stay away from you or to avoid you, okay? It's interesting because they're showing me in my mind's eye like somebody walking down the street and there's like clouds, but as they're walking along, the clouds are like parting. So there could just be this energy here of negative situations just not happening to you, or negative people really avoiding you. So if you're noticing like people are going out of their way to not talk to you or not be around you, maybe even, you know, you could be walking down the street and somebody could just jump and go to the other side of the street for whatever. It's just giving the energy here of like their spirit knows that, you know, they're not welcome around you, basically. Okay. What else do we have here? What's falling into place for Gemini gang, please? What is falling into place for Gemini gang? These cards are hard to shuffle because they're so old. What's falling into place for Gemini gang, please? That's gonna be too many. What's falling into place? I might have to yank one out because what's falling into place for Gemini? Okay, we have alchemy. It says you have the Midas touch right now, and every project that you begin turns to gold. So yes, there's going to be some momentum here, and anything that you're working on, anything that you're putting energy into, you're going to see that it's going to work out for you. This is definitely giving me that energy from angel number 1717, where we're saying that you are magical and blocks are being lifted and your dreams are about to become a reality. This is what I'm getting with this. It feels like fall season is going to be really prosperous, very abundant, and super positive for you guys, okay? Like it's definitely feeling like if you're working on something, you're going to see change and you're going to see progression in this. We also have healing heart on the bottom of the deck. You are a powerful healer, so keep up the great work. So it's like not only does your Midas touch work on you, but it works on other people. Like you impact people in a positive way throughout your day, you know? Like you bring light or you bring sun or warmth to people. We have accept heaven's help. You've prayed for help, so get out of the way and let heaven help you. So what's falling into place this fall for you, Gemini, is that Spirit is going to show up in a super big way for you and help you out. We actually saw that in the angel numbers, so it's funny that it's showing up now. But that's what I'm getting here. It's like Spirit's going to come through and help you with something. So you might find yourself being very protected this fall season. I'm honestly getting like a wish fulfillment here. With this positive energy, alchemy, and accept heaven's help, it's like there's some kind of wish fulfillment that you can't stop that's coming through here. A huge change in your favor. That's what this is giving. Like Spirit's going to grant a wish for you, or Spirit's going to show up right in the nick of time when you need something, you know? Like there's going to be really positive energy that's going to happen, and you're going to realize that possibly this is Spirit answering a prayer for you, or maybe if you have been working on manifestation, you're going to see this take place. Yes, look, we have the potion, invigoration, empowerment, bright light, heebie-jeebie, and the magic touch. And this is my card of when you have the magic stuff, okay? When you have a certain essence where things just happen for you. And I'm getting that energy. Like, you are magical, Gemini. I don't know what to say, but that is what's coming through. Like, you are extremely magical this fall season, and that's what's falling into place. Like, your true power is being awakened here. And whatever you focus your mind on, you're going to be able to achieve this. So make sure that you are staying positive, right? Because negativity is going to avoid you, true. But are you going to avoid negativity, right? Because there's always going to be that temptation to kind of, you know, indulge in negative thinking or whatever, you know? So there's really a big energy here of making sure that you are keeping yourself high vibing, because it matters, especially with this high manifestation energy that's taking place. Some of you guys, if you're witches or something like that, you could be working on potions or working on a new spell. I don't know, that's coming through for somebody. But you definitely have a very bright light that is noticed by many and is going to help many too. Like, you're not just going to be helping you prosper this fall season, but you're going to be helping other people as well. Okay, so what do we have here? What's falling into place for Gemini this fall season? Okay, so we have fog. It says obscurity, feeling lost, confusion, deception, and illusion. I really do feel like any kind of confusion or illusion that's been casted here is going to be lifted. I'm getting the energy with this fog of like ultimate clarity that's coming in. What's falling into place this fall for you, Gemini, is that you're going to get answers. You're going to be knowing like what direction you need to move in, how to feel about something, what the truth of the situation actually is. Like, that's what I'm getting here. Because there could have been some kind of deception, or somebody was covering something up, or maybe just somebody wasn't being honest to you. Okay? There was something here with that. But I do feel like the fog is being lifted away. So very interesting energy. I'm also hearing like a confrontation. So for some of you, there could need to be some kind of conversation here where it's like outright, you ask somebody straight up, like, I'm hearing that song, straight up now, tell me, do you really want to love me forever? Oh, oh, oh. Or is this just a hit and run, right? What does he say? Straight up now, baby, I'm just really want to fuck when we together. Oh, oh, oh. It's like, that could be the kind of conversation that happens. Like, somebody might ask somebody straight up, what is it? And they might be like, straight up, it's this, right? So that will definitely lift the fog. It's like, even if the answer is not so great, or even if something happens where it's like, wow, okay, didn't know you feel like that, but now that I do, I can move forward, right? Or I can see clearly. It's that kind of energy here. So there could be some kind of communication or conversation where it's like, we really do get to the bare bones of the situation. And there's like, we're not mincing words here. We're being completely honest and very transparent. So that way we know where we're at. This could happen with anybody. It could be a lover because of that song, but it also could be a coworker, a boss, a family member, a friend. This could even be somebody, because for some reason with the deception, I'm getting Decepticon. This could even be somebody like copying you, or somebody who starts drama with you, or maybe like, you know, you feel like, okay, is this person like a hater? Are they like a low-key hater? And so you're like, straight up, tell me. Right? Do you not like me? Do you not mess with me like that? And they might be like, actually, I don't. And it's like, well, all right then. You know, I would rather somebody tell me an ugly truth than a pretty lie. I've always been like that. Like, please don't think you're sparing my feelings by lying to me. Right? Like, I would rather you just be honest, because I'm a big person of like not wasting my time. But I have always like found too that when people do lie, it's usually because they don't want you to leave. They want to have their cake and eat it too, or they don't want to come off looking like a certain way, right? So you have to do your own detective work and figure out, oh, this person's full of shit, turns out, right? But I feel like for some reason, I don't know why I'm getting this, but this fall, it feels like there's going to be a conversation. Also, for some of you guys, if you've been like on, off with somebody, and I mean like years, this does not feel like this is just a short while that you've known this person. It feels like this is somebody who you keep running back to each other, or you guys keep sabotaging each other's like new relationships and stuff, and y'all are toxic. Y'all know you don't really want to be together. There could be like a final like conversation or breaking free from this. Like, we're going to lift all the fog here. Let's just be real with each other. We're not good for each other, right? If it didn't work out the second time, what makes us think it's going to work out the 22nd time, right? There could be something like that. Maybe somebody had somebody on their little spell. I don't know. Okay? That's for somebody. Anyways, what else do we have here? What's falling into place for Gemini gang? What's falling into place for Gemini gang this fall? We have it's planning, setting intentions, optimism, a new start, possibilities, and manifestation. Exactly. Because I'm getting that so heavy with the alchemy, the potion, and now this. It's like, yes, you are, some kind of manifestation that you have for yourself is coming true, boo. I don't know. Maybe you were like sitting there thinking to yourself one day, you know what? One day I'm going to move into this kind of house, or one day I'm going to have this much money in my bank account, or one day I'm going to be the CEO of this, or have this position, or whatever. It's like you made a very specific, like it's almost giving the energy of a petition. Like you declared it to spirit that this is what's going to happen for me. And I feel like you might not see it this fall, but you're well on the way, and you're going to see some steps, right? Because when we look at sow, it's like we're putting the seed into the soil. And that's the kind of energy I'm getting here. You could definitely be planting seeds this fall that by next fall, you are going to see the results. Like you're going to see the harvest. Okay. So there's some kind of possibilities that are being made realistic for you this fall season. And there's also a new start here. Okay, that's going to be way too much for me. But what else do we have here? Let's get one more, please. One more for what's falling into place for Gemini gang this fall season. We have the Sun, one of my favorite cards. I love the Sun. It says healing energy, happiness, joy, comfort, clarity, expansion, and self-confidence. It's interesting because clarity was coming through with that fog. And I do feel like that's what's happening. You're gaining clarity on a situation for better or worse, right? But this is actually leading to for better, okay? Also, healing energy is really highlighted. So if you've been dealing with any kind of sickness or just ailment, like maybe not feeling your greatest, okay? There's some healing energy that's happening this fall. And a lot of this could be because you are putting yourself first. You're removing negative energy out of your energy. Maybe you're resting, you're falling back a little bit, taking some time for you, you know, removing energy blockages by having the conversations that you need to have. It's like your manifestation energy is on point. So we already see that, but also I'm getting the energy of like spirit helping you, right? With accept heaven's help. So if you've been sick, or if you've been not feeling great and you've been asking spirit, like, I really need you to help me with this, I see it happening. Okay. I'm also just getting like, you're going to have more moments to just have like a quiet moment. So again, if you've been like super busy with like the hustle and bustle, you're going to find this fall season that you just get to have like cozy moments, you know? It's giving the energy of like you're walking down the street and it's a nice crisp day. It's not too cold. It's not too hot. The sun's still shining. You know, the fall leaves are falling, the pumpkin patches everywhere, and children giggling off in the distance. And it's just like, wow, like life is good. It's giving that kind of moment like where life just feels really good. Okay, I really like this reading. What do we have here? What's falling into place? I mean, I knew it was going to be more of a positive reading because it's obviously what's falling into place, but still. What's falling into place for Gemini gang? You just never can tell, you know? What's falling into place for Gemini? We have You Are What You Think, card number 20. So what you see inside for yourself, Gemini, is going to start to match on the outside, you know? It's funny because they're showing me the moon card from the Everyday Witch Tarot, where the little cat is looking into the body of the little pool of water or whatever, and it sees like a black panther when it looks in there. And it's like, that's the kind of energy I'm getting. You know, like inside you feel like a black panther, but on the outside you're just like a cat, a regular old house cat. But you are starting to become that black panther. Like you're starting to really take on the energy that you feel inside, which is why I feel like you have all this spiritual protection, why spirit is removing blockages, why maybe the, you know, obscure, deceptive, negative energies in your life are being exposed or being removed. Because this is your time, Gemini. Look at this, almost there on the bottom of the deck. It's like spirit's been working on you with that little laser beam there. And it's like, you're almost ready. Whew. I don't know, Gemini. Let me know in the comments, right? But this is hella positive. We have small steps, big accomplishments, card number 8. Yes, you will see some kind of accomplishment this fall season that you have already been working on. And we see that with the sow. You know, you planted this seed a while ago, and now we are finally seeing some kind of big accomplishment. You know, it's like when you start an apple tree or something, right? It's an accomplishment when you get the little sprout and when it starts to grow and, you know, all that. Like it is. It's nice to see it grow. But the big accomplishment is the end, when you get the harvest, when the tree is full of apples, right? It's like everything has come full circle, and look at what we have grown. Look at what we've achieved. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting here for you this fall season. Like, you're going to be able to look at something and be like, wow, I did that. I achieved that. I made that happen. You know? Interesting, guys. And for some of you, you've been trying to achieve this for a while, because it is card number 8. And I always say, when you flip 8 on its side, it's like the infinity symbol. And that always makes me feel like something's been going on and on and on. So you've been trying for a very long time. What else do we have here for Gemini gang? What's falling into place this fall season? We have card number 42, transformation. The transformation is complete. That is what I'm hearing, okay? Wow. And it's interesting because we have card number 7, inner truth. I feel like there's something here where it's like you've known for a while inside that you were going to get to this place. That's, again, part of that manifestation energy that we've been picking up on. But one thing I really like about this card is that it's a phoenix. So some of you guys, you had to go through some kind of fiery ending, right? The transformation. Like, you went into the cocoon and you went through the whole metamorphosis, right? And now you've come out something completely new. It's like there's a rebirth that's happening this fall season. So that could be why Spirit's saying, you know, take some time to yourselves, take some time to rest and relax and recharge, because it's tough work changing. Like, it's tough work transforming, you know? And you've already been working hard. But you're going to see on the other side of this that you have completely metamorphosized into something amazing. That's the energy I'm getting. Like, there's something about the wings too. So you're about to take flight, Gemini, or you're going to be able to reach heights that you haven't been able to reach before. What else do we have here? What's falling into place for Gemini gang this fall season? We have Destiny Path, card number 35. Okay. Which is also an 8 when it's reduced. And it's interesting because I'm kind of getting the feeling like you've been working on something for lifetimes. I don't know what this is. This could even be a very physical, tangible goal. Like, maybe you've wanted to own a property for lifetimes, maybe a certain property. Maybe that's why you feel very called to be in a certain place, or you keep, you know, driving past a home and seeing it and looking at it and fantasizing about it. Maybe you've had dreams about it. Okay. For some of you, you really wanted to be this person, like be in this position, or maybe like be a doctor or something here. But there's something that your soul has been working on for lifetimes. I don't know. That is for somebody. And I feel like you're finally achieving that this lifetime. And there's an energy of completion here. I don't know, guys. Take it as it resonates. But that's what it feels like. Like you're completing something big here. I'm also getting the energy, look, almost there, making a fuss, which is 44, which is also an 8. Okay. Also, something I'm getting here at the Destiny Path is like what's falling into place for you this fall is that you're stepping into a new destiny, or you're stepping onto a new path. It's like you're starting something, especially with this coming out on top of the sow card, because that's the seed getting put into the dirt. So there's something there with that, like the brand new beginning, a brand new path that is destined for you. What else do we have here for Gemini? What's falling into place for Gemini gang? Look, you cannot make it up, y'all. Okay? Metamorphosis. That's what I was getting. And this card is stalking us a little bit. Almost there, back on the bottom of the deck. And sacred boundaries popping out. It's making me feel like you're surpassing even what you thought was possible, you know? It's almost like the caterpillar had heard like the mythical tales of, you know, the transformation, right? Like going into the cocoon and we come out with wings and we're different and it's amazing. And people are like, yeah, but that's just a story, right? And then the caterpillar goes into this, you know, the cycle, starts the phase of the metamorphosis. There's something that maybe you dared to dream of, You dared to think that maybe this could be a reality for you, or maybe this could be possible for you. And what's falling into place this fall is that this is starting to become more of a reality, or it is becoming a reality, period. Because both of these cards, transformation and metamorphosis, are talking about something that's changed, right? I don't know. Y'all, for real, this is crazy. It's such a positive reading. Okay, I want to get another one, and this has more shadowy messages, so we'll see what comes out. What's falling into place for Gemini gang this fall season, please? What's falling into place? What's falling into place? Oh, okay. We have true feelings are masked, the Harlequin. That's really interesting, especially with the fog, you know? And the feeling lost, the illusion, the deception. Maybe somebody was not being real with you and possibly themselves about how they feel about you. Doesn't have to be romantic. Take it as it resonates, or how they feel about a situation, or what they really want. You know, like they were wearing the mask or playing the role or doing the thing because it's like that's what's so familiar to them, or that's what's comfortable. And as we've established already, Gemini, comfort doesn't mean happy. Comfort just means comfort. It means familiar. And so somebody could have been playing some kind of role, or you know, obscuring their feelings, hiding their feelings. With the minstrel, is it minstrel, minstrel? I don't freaking know, okay? Let your intentions be known. It feels like somebody is going to let their intentions be known this fall, or somebody is going to be honest with you. They're going to be real with you about what they're feeling, where they stand, why something occurred the way it did, or what they would like to see moving forward. Again, I feel like for some of you, there could be an uncomfortable conversation coming. This doesn't mean there's going to be an argument or a confrontation. That could be a completely different situation, but I am picking up on like a conversation about feelings, or, you know, a mask being revealed, like a mask being taken off. Like, this is me. This is who I am. Maybe somebody wasn't able to be who they truly were around you for whatever reason, Gemini. Maybe they didn't feel good enough. You know, shit, I read your cards, guys, so I know you a number one stunner, right? I already know. You're like a freaking star. You're amazing out here. Like, I read your cards all the time. So yeah, I could see how you would intimidate somebody, and somebody being like, well, if I just show up as my regular old self, I'm not even gonna, you know, twinkle next to a bright old star like Gemini. But maybe they're like, I have to try. I have to be myself, you know? There could even be, I don't know, the way he's strumming on that banjo, there's something there with that. Maybe music is involved, or maybe somebody's going to reveal how they feel through music. Okay? There's something with that. Also, with this fog and the Harlequin, I am getting that previous message of a hater being revealed this fall season. Like, you know, like somebody could reveal that, yes, they've been hating on you, or they've been copying you, or they've been trying to sabotage something for you. I don't know. It's going to be revealed somehow. I feel like it could be because of how you do what you do. Like, some of you might be very well known, or you get a lot of recognition, or you're just amazing at what you do, and that has bugged somebody. Okay, what's falling into place this fall season for Gemini gang? We have serendipity. It says bright new prospects are on the horizon. Yes, and it's interesting because she has a little butterfly on her finger, and we see that, you know, the metamorphosis here. Yep. And you're being very much led towards this. That's kind of what I'm getting with accept heaven's help, because sometimes we do get in our own way. Sometimes we do get in Spirit's way. When Spirit's trying to work in our life or make something happen for us, but we are hell-bent on going in this direction or doing something a certain way, right? Or refusing to acknowledge this or whatever. It's like we actually slow down or even stop the progress here. And so I do feel like Spirit is saying that if you can just let the transformation happen, follow your intuition here, follow where I'm trying to lead you, you're going to see something bright, amazing, and new. Okay, what's falling into place for Gemini? We have the Seer, follow your intuition. It's funny, like when you say things and then it comes right back out. We also have the Sun, bottom of the deck, your perseverance will be rewarded. Okay. Yeah, that'll be enough. I think 2 is enough. And then we have the stars. A long journey brings reward. I'm getting that too. The messages are starting to get redundant, so we're probably going to be done. But small steps, big accomplishments. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting here. It's like something that you have been working on for a very long time. You're going to finally see some accomplishment or see some kind of reward when it comes to this. We also have the Sphinx. Choose your words carefully. That is actually coming through with you are what you think. But also with a conversation that you might need to have with somebody. You know, it's important sometimes what you say or how you say it, you know, or what you don't say. So there's something here where this fall, I do feel a conversation happening, guys. I feel it very strongly. There's going to be a conversation and there's going to be truths revealed, and it's important what you say. It's important how you say it. It's important what you reveal, what you express, you know. All right, guys. Well, that has been your reading, okay? I do hope that it helps. Hope it resonates. Hope it does something, and I'll see y'all in the next one.